It's home to the capital of the ancient Roman Empire, it contains Europe's tallest volcano, and its southernmost point is only 113 kilometers from Africa. These are just three of the things you will learn about Italy. Welcome to the GeoFocus channel. Today we're going to focus on Italy, a country well known for its long coastline and beaches, its magnificent mountains, and monumental architecture. Italy is located in southern Europe and shares land borders with France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia. While clearly part of Europe, Italy's southernmost island, Lampedusa, is just over 100 kilometers from the North African country of Tunisia and is geologically considered part of the African continent. Italy is also unique for containing two very small countries enclaved entirely within its borders, San Marino and Vatican City. Italy has an area of 301,340 square kilometers. This is roughly the same as Poland or Philippines, but much smaller than neighboring countries like France, Germany, and Spain. Italy forms a long peninsula which extends south and is surrounded on all sides by the Mediterranean Sea. The country is quite mountainous, with 35% of the territory being classified as such. The two principal mountain ranges are the Alps to the north and the Apennine Mountains, which run down the center of the peninsula for much of its length, essentially splitting it in two. Italy also has two very large islands, Sardinia and Sicily, with areas of 25,711 square kilometers and 24,090 square kilometers, respectively. Most of the country sees a Mediterranean climate, typified by cool or cold wet winters and dry hot summers. However, the north of the country gets more rain overall, and the areas near the Alps have an alpine climate which is much cooler. Italy is subdivided into 20 administrative regions, which can be grouped into three main geographic regions: Northern Italy, Central Italy, and Southern Italy. Most of the northern region is characterized by the Italian Alps and the Apennine mountain range overlooking the plains of the Po Valley, through which Italy's largest river, the Po River, flows until it reaches the Adriatic Sea. In the region of Valle d'Aosta, Italy's smallest region, you can find Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco in Italian, which is the highest mountain in the Alps, as well as the highest point in all of Italy and all of Western Europe. Though the summit of the mountain lies on the French-Italian border, and both countries claim that it belongs to them. In the neighboring region of Piedmont, which literally means the foot of the mountains, the Alps stretch along its northern, western, and southern borders. Piedmont's capital, Torino, hosted the 2006 Winter Olympics because of its proximity to the Alps. The Alps in southern Piedmont stretch into the coastal region of Liguria, where they transition into the Apennine mountain range, which more or less marks the southern boundary of northern Italy. In Liguria, the Apennine Mountains run very close to the coast and sometimes meet it, forming dramatic landscapes like Cinque Terre, which attracts visitors from all over the world, and you can see exactly why from these amazing images. Nestled between the Apennine Mountains and the Po River is Emilia-Romagna. It's famous the world over for its culinary traditions, which is probably related to its history as one of Italy's biggest agricultural producers. The most populous region in northern Italy, and all of Italy for that matter, is Lombardy, with 10 million people. Its regional capital, Milan, is the country's financial center, as well as a global mecca of the fashion industry. Another world-famous city in the northern region is Venice. It's the capital of Veneto, and is famous for its 158 canals. The historical center of Venice is located on a series of islands in the Venetian lagoon, and even today, locals get around by boat using the canals. Or they walk, since there are lots of bridges too. Other facts about northern Italy. 3 of Italy's 5 autonomous regions are found there: Valle d'Aosta, Trentino Alto Adige, and Friuli Venezia Giulia. They are autonomous because of their distinct cultural and linguistic heritage. Bologna University, named after the capital city of Emilia-Romagna, is the oldest university in Europe, founded in 1088. The central region is characterized by the Apennine mountain range and the hills on either side of it. There are few plains in this region, though they are quite fertile. The region of Tuscany, or Toscana in Italian, needs no introduction. The beauty of the Tuscan plains is one of its most famous features, even though they comprise only 8.4% of the region. Tuscany's most famous cities are located along the Arno River, such as Florence, which is an incredibly important city as the birthplace of the Renaissance, and Pisa, which contains the UNESCO World Heritage Site Piazza del Duomo, where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is found. Similar to Tuscany, most of Lazio is covered by hills or mountains, but 20% of its land is covered either by reclaimed marshland, like Agropontino in the south, or plains, like the Roman Campagna, the plains surrounding Rome, Italy's capital city. The capital, Rome, was first settled in the Bronze Age along the Tiber River and gradually grew to encompass its famous 7 hills. As the capital of the Roman Republic and Empire, as well as the home of the Catholic Church since its founding, Rome is punctuated by amazing historical relics such as the Colosseum, as well as Vatican City, an independent state that exists in the middle of Rome but is not part of Italy. To learn more about Vatican City, check out the video I made about it back in 2015. Other facts about central Italy. Umbria is the only region of Italy that does not border the sea or a neighboring country. The coast of the Marche region on the Adriatic Sea has 28 blue flag beaches, showing their high quality and sustainability. Like central Italy, much of southern Italy is dominated by hills and the Apennine Mountains running through the center of the peninsula, but they actually reach the coast in the province of Basilicata. Campania is a province rich in agriculture and renowned for its culinary excellence. This is in large part due to the volcanic soils provided by its most famous geographic feature, Mount Vesuvius. Mount Vesuvius lords over Naples, southern Italy's largest city. Southern Italy stands out to anyone who has ever looked at a map because its shape makes Italy look like a boot kicking something. The heel of the boot is the sub-peninsula of Salento, in the region of Apulia, which has a long, beautiful coastline as well as a rich history. Taranto is one of the oldest cities on the peninsula, founded by the settlers from the Greek city of Sparta in 706 BCE. The toe of the boot lies in Calabria, which is found at the southernmost point of the Italian peninsula. The narrow strait of Messina, 3.1 kilometers at its narrowest point, separates it from Sicily, the thing being kicked. One of Italy's 2 mountainous island provinces, Sicily, has an incredibly rich history which is reflected in cities like Syracuse, or Siracusa, which contains many ancient Greek buildings, and Palermo, which contains Arab Norman ones. Similar to Sicily, Sardinia has a mountainous interior and a dramatic coastline filled with beautiful scenery such as the Grotta di Nettuno. The rugged interior is guarded by mysterious sites known as nuraghe, built thousands of years ago. Because the people who built them left no written evidence, little is known about their exact purpose. Sicily and Sardinia are 2 more of Italy's 5 autonomous regions. Other facts about southern Italy. The Abruzzo and Molise regions both used to be a part of Abruzzo, until it was split in 1970. Calabria is one of the Italian regions most prone to earthquakes. An earthquake between 7.5 and 8.2 on the Richter scale essentially destroyed Calabria's capital, Reggio di Calabria, in 1908. Italy is unfortunately affected by more earthquakes than other European countries because of its proximity to where the African and Eurasian plates meet. This geological activity also produced several volcanoes, like Etna in eastern Sicily, Stromboli in the Aeolian Islands north of Sicily, and Mount Vesuvius in Campania. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius famously destroyed the Roman towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum. But if you visit Italy, don't worry. These are the only 3 active volcanoes, and Vesuvius hasn't erupted since 1944. Despite being a democratic republic with an elected legislature, Italy is famous for the instability of its governments. From the time the current constitution was established in 1946 until this video was published in 2021, Italy has had 68 different governments. That's almost 1 per year. I think it's time to stop just changing governments and actually change your system, folks. In 2020, Italy's population was 60.3 million, similar to the UK or France. Italy's population is actually in decline due to low birth rates and migration to other countries. That's despite the fact that there is a significant number of immigrants in Italy. Around 91% of the population are Italian citizens, while around 9% are foreign nationals. The largest group among them are from Romania. Another 10% or so of Italian citizens also have an immigrant background. Roman Catholicism is by far the most common religion in Italy, with 75 to 80% belonging to that faith. Because the Catholic Church has been based in Italy since its inception, it has always been very influential there. Even today, the Catholic Church remains influential in Italian society, and therefore social issues on which the Catholic Church takes a strong position, such as the recognition of same-sex marriages, are more controversial and contested than elsewhere in Western Europe. At the national level, Italian is the official language and understood by nearly everyone in the country. Of course, on the ground, the situation is more complicated because various regional languages are spoken. Often called dialects, they are not in fact dialects but rather separate languages, closely related to and influenced by, but also distinct from Standard Italian. I made a video about this topic on my other channel, LangFocus. It's called Languages of Italy. As we have seen, Italy's geography is fascinating, and it would be wrong to assume that it's the same as other Western European countries. The thing that surprised me most while making this video was just how much of Italy is covered by mountains and hills. I actually didn't know that. Italy's central position in European history means that the landscape is dotted with monumental historical treasures. Churches, castles, and historical ruins can be seen throughout the country. These epic structures attest to the ingenuity of Italy's people and inspire the imaginations of virtual time travelers all over the world. Now over to you. If you've ever been to Italy, what's something that struck you about the geography there? And if you're Italian, what's something you would like people to know about your country? Write your answers in the comments down below. If you liked this video, you might like 2 other videos on our sister channel LangFocus, Languages of Italy and the Italian language. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.